Hello guys, I hope you're well. Another issue that I find myself in a lot of times when speaking to people is generally a lot of times when I have the honor to speak to intelligent people, ironically, the intellectual people view themselves in a very, very bad way. Now, I don't know why that's the case, and this happens all the time. When I have a chance to speak to people with a lot of knowledge, the way they describe themselves is shocking. And I don't know why, but it's quite bizarre. And whenever you speak to people that respectfully haven't achieved much and just speak of themselves so highly, it makes you question a lot of things about human nature. And I think this is the duality of life, if you will. Life is quite ironic where when you see people that are highly intelligent, they actually do not, for example, want the responsibility of being a leader in a group. Now, why? Because their logic is they don't want to burden that responsibility. That responsibility on your shoulders to, you know, for you to need to fulfill everyone's ethical rights, to fulfill everyone's human rights as a leader. For example, if you're a leader of a business, you're a CEO, or if you're a leader of your own club, or if you're a leader at the gym, or if you're a leader at a football club, all of these require a lot of responsibilities. Now, it's not because intellectual people cannot fulfill that role. It's just the responsibility is a huge burden on one's shoulders. And that's the reason why a lot of people that tend to be smart would rather avoid that, not because they can't or not because they wouldn't like to, but they just understand the nature of leadership. To become an effective leader, you must have ethics, you must understand how people think, you must understand whom lives within you or who you live between, to understand how people think, to understand what people want, and to understand the needs of others. However, if you're a leader and you do not understand these basic points, then just don't become a leader and don't lead. Unfortunately, people tend to want status when they know they cannot fulfill the role effectively. And this is a big issue. And thank you so much, guys.